You can't spell brawl without putting that roll in it. You can't spell draw without putting that roll in it.
Viewer discretion is advised.
It's Raw Vision Radio, man, and we back for another one. It's another one. And I got my man Thrash in the house, man. Big shouts out, man. Special guest coming through to talk about fashion with us, man. This is probably, as of right now, at this raw moment right now, this is the freshest man in the world right now. When he walked into the audience, this is history, man. Is the freshest nigga just walked into Raw Vision.
Definitely the freshest to ever bless Raw Vision.
Hey, Migos gonna have to come through here and compete too. They can't just come through here like
that ain't even no competition.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, they gonna have to come through here right, dog. They couldn't even, because my man just had, I ain't seen nobody this fresh in a minute. I was kind of like, damn. Like, I had to go re-look at my fit in the corner. Nigga, you thought you was fresh. You thought you knew it was fresh.
It's funny that you say that, because when you speak about the Migos and people like that who like known for, you know what I'm saying, they known for fashion and, you know what I'm saying, for the culture right now, especially you know what I'm saying, in this time of hip-hop and all that stuff. But people who've been doing it for a while, you know what I mean? I've been doing this my whole life. I can tell,
man. Your shit down.
Like, this ain't I got some money, I got a bag, I'm about to go fresh.
It's premeditated, partner.
When I was broke, I was fresh. You know what I mean?
He said when I was broke, I was fresh.
I say this down to my man. I don't know if they can check. I gotta zoom in though. You can check my man's dreads, dog. And I ain't got my shit done in a minute. We ain't talking about me though. But if you check my man's style, I really feel like that's the personification of a all the time fresh nigga, because you gonna do some shit you ain't never seen before and pull it off like I'm trying to figure out if my shit was right. Like I'm like, that's what the kids is doing now. Like he just said, it's all me, man. Migos ain't got nothing to do with this shit.
Yeah, my locks, man. I've been working on these about a good 5 years now.
Okay, 5 years with that.
So I freeform them or whatever. So that's why all my locks, you know what I'm saying, pretty thick.
I see that
so
though.
I only got 6 dreads.
But at the end, it looked like way more.
Yeah, but they all locked into.
The big one.
That's dope. That's dope.
I ain't even know you can do that. So you see what I'm saying?
That is dope.
You see what I'm talking about when you just be fucking around with the regular culture and shit. Niggas be underground making new shit. Man.
But you know I'm a barber, bro. That's what I do.
All right, well, you know I'm gonna be down there soon, because you done came on here and exposed me, because normally I beat the normal dusty nigga on this motherfucker, but then when nigga too fresh come on, I be exposed and shit. Let's edge up look like a hot nickel rolled around.
So you a barber out here? Yeah, I've been. I'm a private barber now, so I got like an in-home studio set up as well. But I also, you know, I work on sets. I work on a lot of different TV shows, music videos. You know, just private clientele. Okay. So I've been doing that for about 4 years now.
So you went to school for it? Or you just like self-taught?
I was pretty much self-taught, but I did this program called OJT back when I was in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And so basically it's like on-the-job training. So basically I just kind of worked in the shop up under, you know what I'm saying, the master barber and got my license. Yeah. It's an apprenticeship. They call it OJT out there.
I'm gonna be honest. I was probably like I want to say middle school before my mama fucked me up with my last haircut, and I had to learn how to cut hair on my own. And I can remember like having to go to school like that. But it's different like now. Richie really got the whole thing working with him with the whole Pac vibe and all that shit. But in sixth grade, you walk in with the whole baldy and shit. It's a question mark.
Oh hell yeah!
Where's your taper at, nigga? You know you can always tell a nigga that didn't have the R. Kelly, like ain't nobody even fixed you up like that. This little patchwork in your shit and all that.
Right.
I had to really learn how to cut my own hair, and I was like, it's for one a talent. Like I would say, I was an artist, so I had to teach myself how to do the designs and that kind of stuff, you know, myself. And I'm knowing like probably even more than you could learn in barber school. It takes a natural artist, like you say, somebody that comes from fashion and got that art critique to even be natural at that kind of thing.
I feel like barbering is one of the things. It's hard to teach somebody how to be a barber. You kind of got to already have that little, you know what I'm saying? You have it, and then you can like
expand on it
and perfect it, and you know what I'm saying, learn new things, but. You just can't come out raw and just not have no talent at all and learn to become the best barber in the world.
Yeah, because I cut hair as well too. So
yeah. So it's hard for somebody who like don't got no. You know what I mean? I had a roommate like that, man. He saw the kind of money I was making and stuff like that.
He tried to get into it.
He was like, I want to do it. And he was like, but bro, that ain't you, bro. You just trying to...
You taking motherfuckers back and shit. You pushing niggas' edge up. I hate to say it, you gotta have that artistry where you can look at a motherfucker and no homo. You gotta be able to see how the motherfucker look good. Like, you gotta be like, hey, man, I'm gonna touch your shit up like this, because if I take your shit back, boy, you gonna look like Vampire in Brooklyn in this motherfucker. I'm gonna turn you to a whole nother creature in this motherfucker. But, like, you really gotta have an eye for beauty, for fashion and shit. So what got you into fashion? You said you're from South Carolina?
Nah, bro, I'm from Georgia. I went to college in South Carolina, but I mean, the fashion shit, it kind of all stemmed back from, man, low-key my uncle, bro. So my uncle was like a big dope dealer back in the day. And he was always fresh. No, he had money. Every time he went out, he had a new fit on.
Right,
he ain't never wore the same fit twice. So like even when I was in high school, like I started getting a lot of hand-me-downs from him and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like I just always stayed fresh. Like I can't always say that I was into fashion, but I always just knew how to be well presented. You know what I'm saying? How to dress clean.
It was presented to you.
Yeah, like it was the standard. Like that's all I knew.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like my uncle, like nigga, you gonna be with me, nigga. You gonna be fresh. You gonna be clean.
This song right
you going
here.
somewhere? You gotta have a new fit. And so that's kind of, it just kind of always stuck with me, you know what I'm saying, to just stay on my P's and Q's when it came to my appearance and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying, as I got older and I started, you know what I'm saying, being in different crowds and moving in different places like that, I started noticing how your appearance, you know what I'm saying, it's like people perceive you differently, you know what I'm saying, by the way you dress. So when I started peeping that, when I started peeping that, it's like, okay, I need to stay on my shit all day, every day.
24/7.
Yeah. So,
I think do you think it's a standard that, and don't get me wrong, because people would say fashion, you know, is vain, or people is too into fashion, but on that note you just said, I really believe that's the role fashion plays, is that it does show you a way to present yourself, and how you present yourself into this reality affects how people take you. So when you, like you said, going forth with your fashion, or what's got you into fashion, even your angle with your look you go for, what is it you try to present into this reality through your fashion or through your look?
With me, I'm all about timeless style. You know what I mean? So I ain't really on trends and fads and stuff like that, man. That's why I stick to men's wearing suits and shit. That's some timeless shit. You ain't gonna never see a nigga stop wearing suits. Like that ain't gonna never exist. So that's why it's something that I can wear this today when I'm 29. I can wear it when I'm 89.
And it's still gonna be in.
And I can still be Thrash though. By the way, I accessorize. The way I still got my gold teeth in my mouth because I'm from the South. That's what we do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The way I still got my locks in my hair. The way the way I cut my hair. It's like that still. You know what I'm saying? That still is an extension of what my true personality is, and the outfit is just like. Okay, I'm a young black male who knows how to be presentable when I walk in certain places.
Most definitely.
So it's like the best of both worlds. That's why I use the term the sartorial rock star to explain myself. Because like the sartorial, for people who don't know, a sartorialist is a person who uses a tailor for their clothes.
Okay.
But in the rock star,
knowledge.
Yeah, so in a rock star is, we all know what a rock star is, so it's kind of like the best of both worlds. It's like, I wear suits and stuff, and you may typically think of like a banker or somebody on Wall Street when you think of the sartorialist, but me, it's like, nah, nigga, you finna get raw and real.
I like that balance.
So for like, you know, comedians and whatnot, and like I think the arts, like for us to be expressive, you know what I mean? Like I think humans nature to be expressed is only like second to like water and food or some shit, right? So is fashion, obviously fashion is important to you because it allows you to be expressive, and you know what I mean? Does that give you expression, or do you just like, I just like dressing, you know what I mean?
Like I say, for me it was kind of embedded in me young to just always be well presented. You know what I mean? Especially like I'm from the South, bro, so it's different. It's different out there. You know what I mean? So people look at you crazy, you know what I'm saying, just because of where you come from. So it's like, I'm finna put myself at the top of the totem pole. I'm finna let y'all know, I'm finna make niggas uncomfortable when I walk in the room. Y'all gonna wanna know who I am, what I do, and y'all associate me with success because of the way I look.
That's
you know
dope.
So,
That's dope.
I just kind of set the standard right there.
That's super tight. Now, I also see you got your son with you, man, and I appreciate that. I'm a family man myself, man, so I appreciate him in the building with us. And you got your beautiful family with you. Also in fashion, we seeing a change in tide to where the clothes are getting, I'd say, more of a tailored look. They are getting more. We're not wearing the baggy Wranglers and the denims and stuff. It's starting to get a lot more tapered in approach. And with that comes even I can say I've dealt with it because I can remember being a baggy clothes wearer till I started wearing the Hollister clothes, Abercrombie and Fitch, to now I wear a lot of, like you say, rock star clothing, skinny jeans, this kind of thing. And there's a certain perspective out there that this is thought as being de-masculine. Like this is like our approach on fashion, which is good looking, is not a masculine thing. And I feel like it's a stereotype. I don't know if we can break it, but it's like to where I think you look very fashionable and good looking. Like this is how, as a man, I'd be like, now if I want to get fresh, I'm gonna go throw on something like my man's got right here.
Right.
There's also a whole nother breed of people that say, oh man, this is
he got his ankles showing.
You know
what I mean? What kind of shit is that?
I feel it's just a matter of some people who ain't been exposed to stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of people still stuck in a box. Even like back in the crib where I'm from, nigga, I'm from the hood. Niggas still stuck in that box.
They gonna look at you crazy
because of the integrity of who I am and who I've always been. men,
you can walk.
Yeah, I can walk. They don't care. You know
and I also think it comes to like from other men like insecurity issues. They're not secure enough in themselves to pull it off.
And that's all it is. And that's all it is. That's all it boils down to. It ain't no right or wrong way to wear clothes. You know what I mean?
Right, absolutely.
What a lot of people don't realize is even when it comes, if you talk like back dating history of fashion and shit, a lot of shit that women do came from men. Right, you know what I mean? Whether it's come from wearing heels, which, you know what I'm saying, kings used to wear heels, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to wearing, like women didn't even wear pants at one time, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just like, people don't be, even when the color pink, bro. People don't realize that pink was not considered a feminine color until they made it
pink.
Yeah, until they made it a men and women, boy and girl thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, when people really don't know the history behind stuff or don't have the intelligence behind it, it's like, I can't even really. You know what I'm saying? What does that mean to me, bro? If you can't help me, if you can't, damn, I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say right now. I forgot. That shit just slipped my mind right now. If you can't educate me on some shit, or if you don't know more about what you trying to talk to me about than what I know, then it's like, how can I even take you serious?
Or you coming from a limited perspective? Because, like I say, I've heard these comments, man. And what's crazy is even from the older generation that at the time was talking about us wearing the 5X tees and the baggy jeans, and it's like they see us wearing the tighter jeans and they'll say it's homosexual. Like, nigga, this was y'all clothes.
Yeah,
I was wearing tight ass jeans and Chuck Taylors and them two small ass shirts.
Y'all white t-shirts.
Look like y'all ain't went school shopping in 3 years and shit. Y'all clothes so tight. But you'll talk to them today. It's like it's pause, and it's like we steadily so evolving as a people that as we move towards it. I think we have to have that confidence. What I like the most about what you're saying is you have that confidence behind what you're doing, and a lot of people will do it because a lot of us aren't the trendsetters as much as we follow the trends. Like, for instance, I see you fresh, I'm going to take notes out your book and be like, I can learn from this. Some people without the confidence factor, I go walk out there and try to look like you, and I don't have that confidence factor, and it comes to me that now when people calling me homosexual, you're questioning yourself now because it's like you're unsure of you, but I think people need to be confident. And like, man, if that's you, you know what I mean? And down to Prince, I always thought Prince was very like, man, this is pause. Can't nobody tell me this shit not pause. But it was undeniable. Yeah. I got all the bitches.
Yeah, like you can't. What can you say to that?
And you can't say nothing to
when
me.
When the nigga with the heels and the ass cut out his pants walk through with all the baddest females
and
in the
bust them
house.
the easy. Don't gotta say nothing. Yeah. Don't gotta say nothing.
Like, how can you hate on that, bro? You know what I mean?
Blouses, niggas.
Yeah, blouses, nigga.
But the truth was my ignorance. I don't understand it. But and the cold part was you like women. You want women. Women understand it. Women flocking to Prince, dog. They flocking
and
to him.
And that's the thing I think we always got to keep in mind as men. It's like, if you got a bunch of men hating on you for how you dress and you doing something right, because the women most likely, they hating because the women is what's drawn to it.
I'll tell you one thing about
me. That's a scary fact, though. You giving away game right there.
Yeah,
you getting too much hate out here. The bitches is loving you.
For real, though, I can tell you one thing about me, bro. It's like I realized a long time ago, bro. It's like me being a masculine male, but also being into fashion and, you know what I'm saying, like, the whole fashion and even like cosmetics, since I'm a barber and stuff like that, even that whole hair world, it's like, bruh, I can relate to women on a whole different level than the average man can. And when y'all just straight macho all the time, you can just only talk that macho shit. If a female want to talk to me about, man, know it, I'm thinking I want to switch some shit, I want to do something different with my hair, or what you think about my makeup, how that look, and I actually have an opinion, and she values that opinion, and I know what I'm talking about, it's like, bro, I relate to women on a whole different level than the average male do now. You know what I mean? So therefore, you got a leg up.
This is where Dyke snuck into the game. Because they are able to look like niggas, but with more fashion and cute, and be able to touch with them. And men have become barbarians that is like, they need a nigga. They need a Prince nigga. I need a nigga that's hard and he's all man, but he can understand something. Like, I need to get my hair done, or tell me, I don't like my bitch looking too raggedy around me. I hate it. I'll tell her, like, come on now. Like, I'm already kind of fugly myself. You supposed to be the better side of both of us. You walking around raggedy. We really look like comedians out here now.
So, Thrash, let me ask you, is there, I know you say you got your own trend, I mean, your own style, which obviously you do, sharp. Do you have a certain trend in fashion right now that you like, that's inspiring you at the moment, or something you like, oh, you into that right now, you just like, nah. Or maybe one you dislike a whole lot.
Even I think the whole rock star lifestyle thing is something that's kind of cool right now. Everybody like not being afraid to wear boots instead of wearing tennis shoes all the time, and biker jackets, and you know what I mean. People just kind of stepping out there.
They are.
And I fuck with that, you know what I mean? Because I like the whole rock star culture. I think it's something that is timeless, you know what I mean? So it's not some shit that's gonna come today and be gone tomorrow, like a fucking leather jogger or some shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
because the rocker look was kind of cool, even like the late 80s. Or
exactly.
80s and the 90s. The denim jackets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ripped jeans. You had the wicked clothes back in the day with all the holes in them, cross colors and stuff like that.
Yeah, like that ain't gonna never go nowhere.
So I'm cool
bro.
to get me a romper this summer. I'm all right to get me a romper.
Did you get you a romper?
Hey, so I'm gonna keep it gangster with you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. I ain't have a romper, nigga, but I had me a motherfucking coverall Dickie suit. And I had cut them off and made them shorts though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But you know what I mean? My shit started out on some gangster shit though. It wasn't just no nigga, let me go get a romper, nigga. It's like, no, nigga, I had some gangster shit and I just cut them hoes off and made them some shorts for the summer on your ass.
So that's kind of where you. So that's kind of personally where you draw the line.
Keep it true. You had a rump.
I ain't even get the romper, but I seen one. The homie posted. The homie was the only one when there was all the romper talk was going on. I kind of went silent because I was like, now the pictures I see is trier, but then when you really go Google rompers, I'm like, now see H&M, that's a little more what I'm looking for. That's not so homo. And then the homie was like, man, I don't know what you niggas talking about, homie. I'm gonna get this little jean one, and he put up this jean romper and it was cold. And the nigga,
that's what I'm saying, bro. It's all about how you put it in your head.
I'm like, damn, but it's like I can't even do it now because it didn't went viral. That now I look like the nigga that's trying to just be like rompers are cool. Like now I'm gonna look rather just like, why can't we all just agree this shit is okay? Because I see what I've been dying to wear.
But you know another thing I noticed, bro, with being like an influencer in the fashion world and social media, is that middle America, bro, is totally different from how us as creatives and stuff operate, bro. It's like middle America, bro, they look for what's going on the internet, what's trending, who's doing stuff, who's making it acceptable for me to wear this shit. Right. Because I remember back when I started wearing skinny jeans, when nobody wearing skinny jeans. And then all of a sudden I go to Atlanta, nigga, all the dope boys had on skinny jeans, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Out here was like, Long Beach. Out here
what I'm saying. It just take a nigga that you look up to make that shit cool. He was like, oh shit. Damn, that shit, I thought that shit was green as fuck. But now that who somebody the West Coast look up to, if fucking Tupac had to start wearing some goddamn skinny jeans, they'd be like, oh shit, boy, that's the new gangster shit to do, nigga. That nigga got on some skinny jeans with a motherfucking bulletproof vest on.
LA so you know fickle right now. The kids
ain't just take the right motherfucker to do it.
Like my man's YG when he had the Toms and the bulletproof vest on with the Dickie
fashion show. Right, bro. Hey, you gotta know that was a hood nigga trying. It was a miss. It was definitely a far miss, but he tried to say, well, come on, homies, look, blood. We can do this shit, blood. I'm gonna wear the slip-ons, blood. I'm
with the Toms and
slide me the Toms real quick, blood. I'm gonna show you.
And then I remember going back to the crib, my little cousin, I had on some velvet slippers. I remember my cousin asked me, why you got on girl shoes? Oh, I'm like, girl shoes, nigga, you just don't know what you on right now, nigga. You better get your ass up on game right now.
It's cold, nigga.
Yeah. Every time I've had like some super fly shit on like some shit that like probably, it's always a motherfucker that's really
they call it gay.
It's like a motherfucker with some money or some motherfucker that come from somewhere tropical that really understand your vibe. Because then I think it like kind of relate back to paid in full, you know what I mean? When he run into the dude that's dealing all the coke, you know what I mean? Lulu, he like, hey, you know, you dress nice. He like, you know, you dress nice too. He like, nah, I don't dress like you. You dress nice. You know what I mean? Like, that's nice. You know what I mean? And I think that's the difference that I do see it in society. We're moving towards it, and I don't think it should be a negative thing because, like I said, we put a lot of labels and stuff on things that people are moving to be more progressive to where like they telling us to get out of the baggy stage and the gangster stage, and then you see the change up, and then you start calling us homosexuals and gay. It's like you really giving us no answers.
And you know where it really come from, but America, bro, is probably one of the most judgmental places, bro. You go over to Europe, you go over to Africa, bro. I just got back from Africa in November, bro. Them niggas showed me dumbass love, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in London, bro. I'm the truth out there, bro. They fuck with me the long way. You know what I mean? They think I'm fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's really only America, bro, that be like that. Everybody want to be so tough. You know what I mean? Yeah. And niggas don't even be knowing they be hating. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, why you just can't, bro? Like, I remember when I was in Africa, bro. I remember I went to this, I'm a country nigga from Georgia, bro. Right. So I remember going to this, we went to this event. I don't even remember what it was called. And when I was walking out, this one dude like came and stopped me. He was like, bro, you too much, bro. But just like the way he ran up on me, I was just kind of like, nigga, what's wrong with you, bro? But he was like, he really just wanted to show me. He's like, bro, you fresh as fuck right now, bro. He's like, they use the term too much. They're like, bro, you too much, bro. You too much. I'm like, nigga, fuck you mean, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? He was showing love though. And like niggas ain't like adults, grown ass men aren't afraid to show another grown man love on some shit where they respect. You know what I mean? Yeah. Over here, niggas ain't doing that shit very often.
I think we live in a culture where men are really questioning themselves, and we get a lot of pressure. I think from the women's society. You know what I mean? They quick to call us faggots and gay and shit, and say we're not living up to our shit. LGBT community gonna convince you that you gay and shit. Everybody's gay a little bit. We're all saposexuals and transsexuals and transsexuals. We're all sexually. We all confused as fuck. Cause they gonna put it. So now it's like when you do know you a man, you in a constant struggle with yourself to kind of like validate if you don't have that confidence. So now it takes another kind of confidence to be like, I am stepping out here like this because I'm completely aware. I was in the gym the other day and I'm working out with one of my homegirls. I'm working out and I was feeling myself because I don't really get big as much as I'm real cut though. So to me, it looks good in the mirror. You know, it looks good to me. You know, my little 140 pounds cut up and shit. Little, you know what I mean? Little fucking action figure build, little motherfucking karate chop. But you know, she hit me with the, you know, sometimes the way you pose, people could say you gay. And then it was at that moment I realized my confidence level because I didn't fret about it. I said, and then it's at that moment they can come find out about it, and they normally don't have no questions after that. But I stayed just looking at myself in the mirror while I was talking about this. But I'm like, it take another kind of confidence level to have to know who you are versus somebody telling you who you are. You know what you look like, or you know what you're doing right now. I may come up in here like Prince one motherfucking day, and it's like I know who I am. I know it was for the purpose of bagging bitches. I wanted to see if I wasn't as cute. I couldn't. I wanted to see if I could bag bitches like Prince. You know what I mean? But you'd have to be confident in who you were to step out there like that.
And that's all it boils down to, brother. Just having that confidence, bro. Because once you got a nigga that's hating on you, and that nigga see that you don't give a fuck, bro, what a nigga gonna do? Respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's a test of confidence. They get on you to see if you can stand in that air.
They'll start to buy into it if they see that what they saying to you isn't affecting you at all. If they like you, if you come like you dress like this and they try to roast you and nonstop, and you come the next day, the next day, they be like, nah, that's just that nigga. That's just what he does. You know
that nigga being him.
9 times out of 10 they gonna do it.
They gonna start dressing like you. You know what I mean?
He showed us how to get past the bullies. We knew we was gonna get bullied.
Hey, bro, I gotta go to this motherfucker. I gotta go to court, bro. I need a fit. Like, nigga, chill out, bro. You was just roasting my shit the other day. Now you need to look right. Now you gotta go in front of these white folks and you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Hey, you know how much can I show my ankles in the courtroom? Like,
you said about 4 inches, right?
So you never said that though. Is there any trend right now that just like bothers you? Are you just kind of person like whenever somebody's wearing like
that bothers me? I hate this whole like dad shoe situation that's going on. I don't know if y'all seen all like the bulky like dad shoe shit that everybody doing. No. Like everybody, like Balenciaga got them big crazy ass chunky ass shoes. Gucci doing them and shit. Like I ain't with the shits.
Yeah, okay.
Like I'm a New Balance guy. Like I love wearing New Balance. I wear New Balance with like all gray New Balance with a suit like this. You know what I'm saying? That'd be like. It takes me back to remember like them old white men on the country club walking old gray New Balance and shit. I like that shit, but these big oversized chunky motherfuckers, it's like, bro, just because Balenciaga put you know what I'm saying, put their name on this whole, Gucci put that name on the whole with a dumbass price tag, and Kylie Jenner wore these hoes, y'all think that shit lit now. It's like, bro,
that's the generation.
I don't give a fuck about the fad, bro. I don't give a fuck who wore the shit. As long as the shit, you know what I'm saying, cool to me. But to each his own at the end of the day. It's like, nigga, if you wearing them hoes and you in your bag, nigga, you feeling yourself, nigga, by all means, nigga, be fresh.
So does price, what things cost, affect, you know what I mean? You consider somebody fly now. If they all put together, it doesn't matter to you.
No, not at all. So like I even started like getting recognition in the whole fashion world. Cause like I said, I've always been just well dressed. But like when I really started getting recognition is when I started like thrifting and stuff. Cause I started finding all these one of a kind pieces in the thrift store. Yeah, right. I take them to my tailor, get them tailored up. They fit like $1 million. Now that my shit fit like a goddamn Prada suit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So and it's like I'm finding shit that you can't find nowhere. You can't find these hoes on no Zara
materials and print.
Yeah, like you can't find these hoes on a mannequin in Zara. You can't find them on the H&M.
Right.
So nigga like, damn, bro, where you get that shit from? I'm like, bro, I got this shit from the thrift store about $5, nigga.
No lie, I was raised in the thrift store. My mom took me to the discount center in Carson, but that was really like where I was raised, like having to really make my clothes. And I probably wasn't the best fashion eye as much as I was like the class clown. I knew how to pick out shit to make it work. But like as I got older, I would do comedy and be like, I need like some unique outfits and stuff. And I would find like them old plaid like Safford and Son like pants, and my mama would be the one to tell me like, give them to me. I can tell. She's my mama, one of them old slave Negroes. She know how to take everything in. You know, her mama know how to take that shit in. Like she gonna put it in with the bobby pins. Took it in, and I remember they was like the freshest pants I wore to a stand up because like what he said, they looked like some H&M joints, but they wasn't. You couldn't even find this. I don't even know what the material was. It's like how he got the plaid on. It's something like this, but it was more like that Jackson 5 Wayne's. Like it really looked
polyester
like,
ass shit. No pops ass ass.
Yeah, throwback pop shit. It was some real pop, sugar pop, for sure. But tailored it down, and they was fresh to me. And it's like that's probably the only time I ever done something like that. But I can definitely relate with like what you're saying. You come off a lot more original. Cause we live in a society where like if Fergie tell you to wear some Tommy, he got his Tommy boxers on. Everybody that's what's in. I've been guilty. You feel me? Tommy boxers is in right now. Go get you some designer drawers. You know what I mean? Polo's in right now. Your t-shirt gotta be polo. You know what I mean? It gotta have a horse on it. You know. And versus something like I feel like the real pioneers of fashion are never really locked into the trends as much as they're the creators.
Right.
They're the creators.
And move on.
They're not brand whores. What you saying? Like,
Yeah.
Like, you gotta have that brand. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say based on that though, like, what about how you feel as far as wearing knockoffs, just straight fake shit?
Hell no, I can't. You can't do the knockoff thing. At the end of the day, bro, like. It's so many other options besides supporting someone who's knocking off someone who put real effort in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day,
crazy.
you know what I'm saying? It's like I had this company try to come to me and they basically knock off these pants that Jerry Lorenzo made from Fear of God. Yeah. And it's like, I like, bro, I can't really. I ain't say this to him, but I just like, I can't wear this shit, bro. Because first of all, I know Jerry personally,
right?
And I know, you know what I'm saying, the effort my nigga put into this shit. And because this shit hot, every smaller brand want to make it for people to afford. And it's like, bro, like I can't support that because I know somebody put they blood, sweat, and tears into this design, and now you knocking it off to make a quick buck because you know that's what everybody else want to wear, but they can't afford it. So like, and then plus, like I said, I come from the South, nigga. So I come from the land of niggas selling true religions and fucking Evisus and fake J's and Air Force Ones out of their trunk. You know what I mean? So it's like, nigga, that shit always been a no-no for me. You know
We've had that too. You can still go into the Delamo swap meet and find that the fakes is there. Like we don't even play with them. Like the Air Force's soles be like 3 inches and shit. You be like, damn,
nigga,
why them Air Forces sit so high off the ground? They got the Air Max bottom on them.
Soul dinges.
It's the Air Max bottom on those forces.
Yeah, man. So yeah, the whole knockoff shit, bro. It's like it is. I remember back in the day, bro. Niggas used to come to the mall. Like niggas from like back in Charleston when I lived in Charleston, niggas would go to the mall and literally be showing you pictures of shit. Like, bro, what y'all got these? It's like, bro, these shits ain't never came out before, bro. These goddamn Jordan 8s with the fucking Air Max sole with SpongeBob dance across the sole of these hoes. Like, no, nigga, these shits ain't.
These are SpongeBob Retro 6 Space Jam.
Yeah, like, no, bro. Like, niggas will really think that shit real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I want to bring back the LA Gear light ups, but I got to find some swag ones.
Yeah. You can find them. You can find them at like
the dope joints.
What that damn, what's the name of that damn store? It's on Melrose. Fuck.
They got the light ups though, like the original. The original. I'm telling you.
Get some British Knights.
So are you
British Knights? I definitely had some British Knights. I had some Carl Knights growing up too. I had some trash shit growing up, boy.
And back then that shit was fire.
Carl Knight was going up then.
Yeah.
I think it's all the Skechers warehouse right here in Gardena used to be all Carl Knight. I was Carl Knight. Black History Month.
You been Pele and shit?
Come on,
Pele, bro. I could go down the list because at the same time, nigga. I wore all this same shit. Y'all see me wearing this shit now, nigga. I ain't gonna act like I ain't had no motherfucking Jabos at the crib. No motherfucking. I still got throwback jerseys at my crib right now that I used to wear. Bruh, I was on all that same shit. Do-rags with the
Nietzsche.
Yeah, all that, bruh.
I was broke as fuck. I had a little Snoop Dogg, Eminem. Little Outkast.
You had Snoop Dogg clothes and shit.
I was at Burlington's with it, bro. Burlington's get a little Outkast gear.
Ross, you get some
remember the pants with all the basketball teams on them?
Oh yeah.
I had those. I look back on like that was trash.
I had the Ross ones. They had like other teams on it, like Negro League teams. You remember the one that had the Negro League? Like mine ain't got the NBA, but I'm about Black history, dog. I'm about
my people. That's what you
ask.
So being in the fashion, does that automatically, like, is it a dumb question to say, are you a sneakerhead? Are you a sneakerhead?
I used to be.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all saw my room right now, y'all be like, bro, what the fuck? Especially the fact that niggas see me dressing like this, but when you see, I can still talk that sneaker shit with you. You know what I mean? 'Cause I've been doing that shit years ago, and I just end up elevating. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, what the fuck I'm keep buying all these J's for that I'm not finna wear? That they finna keep releasing these motherfuckers. So eventually, everybody's still gonna have all the same shit.
Right.
So
everybody got them same.
Yeah. So I started buying sneakers and shit like probably like a year before I moved to LA. So I literally haven't bought a Jordan since I've been living in LA. I've been living in LA for 6 years.
You been to Riff LA yet?
Yeah, I mean, bro, like I do this shit. Like I've been everywhere.
I cast out there a couple times at Riff.
Yeah, like I can't spend no money on tennis shoes anymore. I spend my money on like dress shoes and boots and shit like that.
I was not a shoe head. I tried myself. Like when I got money, I tried to like convert to be like a nigga with money. You know what I mean? Like nigga, let's go to Riff LA. and go get some swag shit. And I bought, me and my manager, we bought some, I want to say I bought them some 7s, and they was like the 1997 original Jordan 7s.
Oh, then they hit your ass over the head.
They hit us over the head for us on everything. I didn't know that they had been so restored. We wasn't supposed to wear them like that. I wore them motherfuckers like 2 days, and the tongue got to falling off the motherfuckers in the bottom. I was supposed to keep them in a box, as I was told, and hang them up. I paid about $450 for them and watched the motherfuckers.
Hell no.
I watched the yellow turn yellow to them. I was like, I had to call Moose, like, hey Moose, okay, I had to tell you who it was. Hey Moose, hey, what's up with your J's, bro? Are your shit? I swear these motherfuckers was new yesterday. I got on up today, and the front of the shoe separating from the rubber, and I don't understand, bro. Were we partying hard at the motherfuckers or something? He's like, bro, they 97s, bro. They from 97. You was supposed to leave them there in the little glass case. I couldn't wait to go out and wear them shits. White polish coming off them motherfuckers and everything.
Yeah, I got around like probably like 150 pair of shoes.
Yeah,
but I wear probably like 5.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
Like ones you like?
Yeah, I probably will. I mean, for tennis shoes, I don't wear none of them shits. All them bitches at the bottom. Them bitches done found their way to the bottom.
They like
you know
a museum.
Yeah, I wear when I wear tennis shoes, I'm either wearing some New Balance or some type of trainers or something, like some Adidas. You know what I'm saying? Some quick slip on, maybe some Vans. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. But other than that, I got on boots and dress shoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like I got some Adidas on right now. Obviously, some dress shoes.
Yeah, like that type.
Yeah, but I feel like when I go out shopping for shoes now, like tennis shoes, it's harder for me now because I'm like I would prefer getting like some nice casual kicks, like some some like some dress shoes or some boots. Like that's not really,
maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm getting to that stage where I'm like, I think when I go around other dudes, you know what I mean? Like I fuck with all the digital a lot, so I go up there and like my boy Doughboy, he tried to clown me. You know the boots I had on.
It was hard.
I know those was hard, right? He was like, oh, these are what do you say? Dancer shoes. I can hear like one step, 1, 2, 3. He tried to get me, but it felt good. Like I feel like I don't want to I don't want to wear what everybody else is wearing in the room. Like, we all got like on J's and Nikes. Like, why would you want? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we look generic.
The sneaker game's so oversaturated now. It's like, bro, like I was older. Well, I'm older in the sense of like when the sneaker collecting shit started.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Bro, that shit old us now. You know what I mean? And niggas done had all that shit. We done wore all that shit. We done fucked this shit up with so many different types of outfits. It's like, bro, we on to some other shit
That's
now.
what I'm saying.
Y'all new niggas, y'all young niggas, y'all can continue to do what y'all know what I'm saying. Until y'all get that shit out of y'all system. But me, like, bro, like every nigga, like the shoe game so oversaturated. Everybody got the same shit now.
That's what I'm saying.
And it gets scary because the Jordan, I feel like that Jordan era shit started like when Jordan was playing. And that actual generation was like such lovers of Jordan that like we love them shoes. We start collecting the shoes. These kids today don't fucking know Jordan as much as it's the fast shit. Y'all buying these because they got a gimmick for y'all every month. It's a new one coming out. Y'all got on this fad, but really it's like culturally y'all don't even know we was doing this shit because it was Jordan was the man. Like y'all should be buying every Kobe out or every Kyrie out if you was like. Then it wasn't really necessarily about buying this shoe because Jordan. You would have had a Barclays. You'd had a Pennies. You want to have whoever was cracking at that time.
I got all that at the crib right now. Nigga.
You know what I mean?
You want to talk phone pods, you want to talk about flight solos, you want to talk about any of that. Like I still got them at the crib right now.
I got a couple phone pods. I'm not a big shoe head that like I'll come across them, so I'll get them just probably to say I had them. But I've been like probably more so old school shoe wear. You're gonna see me in some Vans. You ain't gonna see me doing too much outside the norm. And I think like those are the people that can be the biggest on fashion that can take a simpler, but I don't gotta be the emoji dresser, Jordan, and this, and I said like I created my avatar and emoji. Like the real people gonna take what they have at their disposal, whether it's a thrift store, whether it's whatever, you know what I mean, and be able to swag it out. So my take on fashion, but
so you design fashion.
I don't like to call myself a designer. You know what I'm saying? Just because like I know so many people who are designers and like the shit they put into it, and I don't like to associate myself and just put myself in there and take that away from them because there's people who really do that shit. Me, I do more so I customize things here and there that I may want to do, but I wouldn't call myself a designer though.
But you could definitely be hired as a stylist for somebody.
Yo, I am a stylist. I do styling.
That's dope. That's
I
do
do styling.
I say respect that. See, the same with me. Like I'm a comedian, but I'll never consider myself like a stand-up comic. You know what I mean? Because like BEEZ or somebody, they work, they hit mics and over and over. Like, I can just be funny. Like I was about to know he's a stand-up comic. Like no, I've done it a few times. Don't say
exactly. I'm not a hater by any means, bro. I want to give niggas they full respect. You know what I mean?
I feel
like when you do this shit, I don't do that shit like that, bro.
Absolutely.
But I feel like, and just just a touch with Richie though. You get on that stage, you are a stand-up comedian. Cause I think that's what it takes to actually get your G pass. Yeah, it's getting on that stage. If you can get on that stage, you a stand-up comedian. You stood up. You
but I'm saying like to really.
Oh, I know exactly.
Dedicate the time
to be like, you feel me, like,
you know what I mean.
And I feel like so many people. We live in an era where you, and I think that's another thing dope. And it's probably you just coming from somewhere. Maybe you got more morals than us. We city folks. We come from bullshit, but you got a lot more morals and shit. I'm sure you ate home cooked meals and shit. You ain't never had to eat Tito's burritos and frozen
burritos.
You feel me? Like, it's gangsta out here. But damn, I forgot my point. When I was talking about the Tito's burritos,
the green one or the brown one.
I just started thinking about the Tito's burritos because we had them in there.
You know, I ain't never had a real taco or burrito until I moved out here.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you gonna get out here. That's what you.
I ain't never had a real one, nigga. The most I knew about a taco, nigga, was Taco Bell before I moved out here.
That's scary.
Is that
Welcome.
Yeah. So how was it when you finally got you some real Mexican food?
It was cool. I was like, oh shit, this shit legit.
Have you had the elotes yet? The little corn with the Parmesan cheese and shit on it.
Talking about the corn on the cob shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think I had.
You gotta get the corn,
I don't think I
get
have.
the fruit with the chili on.
Yeah, I had that shit.
I
had that shit.
Then if you want to go on the other side, go El Salvador and get you a little pupusa, some little potatoes.
My roommate Salvadorian, so I know a little bit about that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, my roommate Salvadorian.
It came back to me. Motherfuckers faking on their title. Like he said, he don't want to call himself a designer because he don't really design shit. We live in a day and age where people will call themselves photographers because they bought a camera. People will call themselves models because they got 300 likes on Instagram. Have never got paid to model. Have never really been in a modeling. Know nothing about modeling. I took some cute pictures and I look good to me. And I look good to my home city. And I'm a model now, by definition. That it takes away from the person. Like, I know several real models. I'm like, oh, it's not easy. The shit they ask for, the workouts, the actual shooting sessions, they hate them. They not
exactly. So sorry, Thrash. To you, okay. So for me, I'm an actor, right? I didn't feel like he's saying like I didn't feel the right to say I was an actor until I got paid as an actor. So I did like several things. So like, at what point did you start feeling like I'm a stylist now? Like you can like give yourself that.
When I started my first client and I made like a real check off of it.
Okay.
My very first styling gig, I was styling AJ Green because he one of my homeboys from back in South Carolina. So he played football.
Okay, that's what I meant.
Yeah, so he hit me.
I'm into sports.
Yeah, he had hit me back in the day when I first moved out here, and because like mind you, I had been doing some little styling shit before, but not no shit that I really call styling. So he ended up hitting me because he knew me that I was into that shit. So he hit me like, "Hey, bro, I got some shit going on in Vegas. I need you to style me up for it or whatever." I'm like, "Cool, nigga." So we ran the play. I made a cool little bag off of it. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, so now when I speak to people, I got some real shit under my belt that I can talk that talk with now. Okay. So that's when I started considering myself a stylist, and you know what I'm saying, things just kind of started snowball affecting from there. Okay. But before that, I didn't consider myself a stylist. Like I didn't even know how to style. I didn't know the logistics to shit. You know what I mean? I know how to put clothes on, but that don't mean I'm a stylist.
Right. You know how to style yourself.
Yeah, I know how to dress myself, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like an apprenticeship again. Like, let me do this.
Yeah, let me get my feet wet. Let me learn some shit. Let me understand about different body types and different color schemes and different things like that. You know,
so you saying it takes a technical knowledge to be a stylist, not just this a legit.
Exactly. Just how when it comes to being comedians or whatever, it's like there's technical shit that niggas don't know about what y'all do. You know what I mean? Same way with every, you know what I'm saying, little subculture there is out there. So until I feel like I know some shit where I can drop knowledge on a nigga about some shit, I can't really indulge myself into that shit like that yet.
I respect that.
Yeah.
So you got to reach a certain level of mastery in that field. It's the same thing I feel like when you go to college, like you have to earn your degree. Then you earn your master's and your doctor's, but each level it was test pass and certain stuff you had to do to obtain that name. People in this social media, they getting like Instagram degrees. Like, model, broadcaster. Hey, whatever I say I want to be today, I can change the bio. And if I got a picture to like kind of like reflect the image, you can let the record reflect. This is what we doing. Like.
It's another thing. Is like I'm so like I do so many different things, and I do them all at a, you know what I'm saying, a particular level. You know what I mean? So when depending on the way conversation goes with certain people, when they ask me what I do, I give them different answers depending on what the conversation is about. Because because I do so many different things. So sometimes, depending on how the conversation goes, I may just be like, man, I do a lot of different things, but I mainly do this, I do this. But I'm like, and sometimes I have to have a disclaimer. I'm like, but no, like any given day, I really do all of these. You know what I mean? Like it ain't I did this one time before, so I'm repping this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, no, bro. Any given day, you hit Thrash, and like shit, I might be on set styling this motherfucker. I might be on set as the talent in this motherfucker. I might be on set cutting hair for this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
So to you, what is your, you know, because I'm like a jack of all trades. So like for me though, I'm an actor first. So like, are you like a stylist first? Are you the barber first? Are you just? Like,
I'm a barber first. I've been cutting hair for 12 years.
So you're a barber first.
Yeah, I'm a barber first, and then styling would come behind that because people know me for styling or they know me for barbering.
Okay,
you know what I mean? There's a lot of people who know me as a barber don't know that I style. They know I dress well, but they don't know that I actually style. There's people that know me for fashion and shit. They may just see me in the streets or see me on social media, but they don't know that I'm an actual barber. Like, bro, I've been cutting hair for 12 years, nigga. This shit tatted on me in blood, bro.
Okay, right. So is it a goal of yours to maybe own a barber shop one day, or not really? Like,
I don't really care to own a barbershop.
Yeah.
It just I got so many other things that I'm working towards that I haven't even tapped into right now. You know what I mean? Like the bigger the grand scheme of things is like shit I ain't even tapped. It's a lot of shit I ain't even tapped into that I want to do right now. You know what I'm saying? That I know is gonna make me a lot more successful than I am right now.
Right.
What you got on your plate going forward? Like in 2008, with everything you're doing in the fashion world, what are some?
I was gonna let it happen, bro. I wasn't even gonna get to it.
2018. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Going forward, like what things do you guys got planned in the fashion world that you're gonna be doing?
Man, I got a gang of shit going on, bro. I just I got a coffee table book that I just did. Okay, so like that's a whole nother thing. Like I just entered a whole realm of being an author right now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole. So I just got my first sample back. So that's really happening. I have a physical product of that. It ain't the finished polished one yet, but you know what I'm saying? That's some shit I got to do. So
I hope my baby mama's on this motherfucker listening because she got a degree in literature and she writes beautifully. She actually used to blog for our Raw Vision radio station. Yeah, she blogged about me too and shit. It was it was a Tibbs there. We had a bad fall out. Like, oh, you gonna go put that up on the site? You just go blog every day.
Yeah.
But she wants to write books and she really has an art for it. And I've been trying to push her in that direction. You know what I mean? And she has all the talent. I'm like, you have to do it. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna make you do it. Then it's like when I see somebody like, hey, he's into fashion. This ain't even his thing. You feel me? You got your master's in literature, wanting to write this book. He got his first sample back. Like, and you'll be like, hey, like you said, I'm just getting into the field of being an author, but you can earn that title. You feel me? Even before some people really actually get in that field, though, and that's just motivation. I'm not knocking you. I'm telling you, I told you to write that book a long ass time ago. That's why I be having to put the pause on shit. You feel me? So I be having to whip ass all day.
So what got you to like want to do this book? Like,
do the book? Yeah. Honestly, bro, the way social media is right now, Instagram, it's like I'm like, bro, I want to give people a little more than just a picture on Instagram or a little 30-second clip on Instagram. You know what I mean? I want to give some people something tangible,
right?
They can have and they can look back to,
I feel the same way.
And some shit that I can feel proud of. You know what I mean? And my family can be proud of. And so when I created this book, what I wanted to do was show people images that they like to see. You know what I'm saying? Per se, and give them some shit that they haven't seen on social media, and also give them something that is going to inspire them and influence them. So I have stories inside of this book talking about different things that I was going through when I was growing up, developing my style. You know what I mean? I have stories talking about the first time that I walked in Ralph Lauren dressed, you know what I'm saying, dressed the part, and they welcomed me with open arms. But when I walked in that bitch on some G shit with some, you know what I'm saying, baggy jeans and a tall tee on, you know what I'm saying, they look at you like, bro, what you doing in here? You know what I'm saying? Like
totally different.
You know what I mean? So I got stories about that in there. I got stories about conversation that I had with my little brother about who his influences are. Yeah. You know what I mean? And him talking about him like kind of coming at me like he felt like he wants me to be one of his biggest influences, but because I don't live back at the crib no more, he feel like he ain't, you know, we ain't as close no more. I'm like, bruh, the people that I'm influenced by, I ain't never met before.
That's
you still got the luxury of picking up the phone. You know, I'm answering your phone call any given time of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a bunch of different stories that I feel like people can relate to that stint deeper than just the fashion. Right. You know what I mean? So whenever I do a project outside of just clothes, I try to make sure it's a deeper meaning behind it, so people who may be into fashion can take from it, and people who may not give a fuck about the fashion but actually give a fuck about what Thrash is really trying to give y'all right now.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
That's dope.
So that's good. You said about touching on that Ralph Lauren thing. You said you walked into there. Do you feel like you were being judged by how you were dressed? Do you judge people by how they're dressed? Honestly speaking,
yes, I do. I do subconsciously, but I try not to vocalize things, and I try to just take it in and be like, no, is this some shit that I'm not that I'm not up on game about right now. You know what I mean? I try to take it in. I try to look at it for the better. Because at the end of the day, I feel like, bro, we all need to be uplifting each other and making sure we all straight out here.
Absolutely.
So if it's like, bro, if a nigga reach out to me and DM me like, bro, shit, I got some shit to do. I really don't know how to dress for this, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help out whoever. Like, a lot of people be surprised that I'll respond to my DMs sometimes. It's like, bro, I ain't no fucking body, bro. Like, I'm just like y'all, bro.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, like, I feel like subconsciously I be looking at shit like, damn, bro, why the fuck you wore that shit? But then in the back of my mind, I'm like, no way, let me really try to understand where bro coming from with this shit, cause bro might have put me on game on some shit. Cause like, so Trinidad James, one of my real close homeboys.
That's dope.
And me and him, we have these like intense fashion conversations, but it's like some hood nigga conversations, but about high fashion shit. You know what I mean? And that's why I love that shit, because it ain't too many people I can have those kind of conversations with. You know what I mean? To have that level of intelligence about certain things. And he be kind of opening my mind up to certain things about certain shit that people doing, especially like this new era with the whole like all the little young niggas with the colorful dreads and tattoos on their face and all that shit. He was like, bro, you gotta realize these niggas come from a different kind of, you know what I'm saying, shit than where we come from, bro. Like you grew up inspired by Boosie and Jeezy and T.I. These little young niggas, not today, they don't know who the fuck them niggas is almost no more. You know what I mean? They growing up different.
Michael Jordan, they don't know.
Yeah, like they don't know who them niggas is.
So a million littles right now.
Yeah, so it's like, so now I'm like, I have to rewind my mind back and be like, okay, let me see where these little niggas coming from. You know what I mean? Let me see what they really talking about. You know what I mean? So I just my mind frame is like that. My mind frame like works like that nowadays. So I try not to vocalize shit. Even if I may think it in my head, I try not to vocalize because I don't ever want to bring another man down. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. On joking shit, y'all. I roast a nigga all goddamn day, but you know it's for love, though.
What are those?
I talk shit about a nigga because you too fresh. You know what I mean? I eat your ass up by that shit. You know what I mean? But it's all love, though.
That's facts.
That's funny, man.
I feel that.
That's funny.
So, before we get up out of here, or whatever, you had a title for your book and all that? Where people find it?
It's called Thrash, the Sartorial Rockstar.
That's
dope.
Yeah.
So look for that. We got that coming.
Where can they find that at?
I'm still in the process of getting it done right now, but man, I'm planning on having it on Amazon. I'll be selling it through my personal website. I'm saying a few different other places, man. Just got to actually get the product finished, and I can figure out what they're on the rest of the game plan.
But I was trying to get the people a copy.
Oh, now I'm trying to make sure that bitch right. I'm trying to make sure that.
I feel it.
Social media, where can people find you at if they want to check you out? If they want to get on the fashion wave, and they might want to get some advice or even need a barber or something like that, where can they look for you at?
Yeah, man, you can find me at StayFlyThrash. That's all of my social medias. And man, I'm open. If you know what I'm saying, people want to DM me, ask me questions or whatever, like I'm here for it, bro. Like that's what we do this for.
Most definitely. Anything closing? We got about like 2 minutes going out. Anything else you want to leave with the people before we get out of here? It's Raw Vision Radio.
Anything, words of inspiration, anything you got on your mind? It's Raw Vision.
Anything you want to say to the president?
If you mad about something, anything you want to say?
Nah, man. I tried to say, bro. I'm a young cat who come from. You know what I'm saying? I don't come from a lot. And I just want to show other people that, bro, this shit's still possible. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't come from, I wasn't giving this shit. My people still to this day really don't understand what I do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that goes to show you right there. I ain't really have no crazy support system. You know what I mean? But I had a vision and I just figured out how to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Go on. So just whatever you got envisioned in your head, just make it happen, bro. Just go about your life and try to figure it out. Cause you ain't gonna always have people to, you know what I'm saying, to guide you the way. So you just gotta, you may make some hiccups, you may trip and fall, but you know what I'm saying, keep it moving, bro.
Exactly. There it is. He said what he said, and you heard
what he said. My man Thrasher
said.
came with a lot of positive energy for us. I feel like he dropped a lot of jewels today. About just as far as me wrapping up, I'll say what I got from. I feel like the young youth needs to exercise confidence, and they need to have that confidence going forward. And it's okay, like you said, to dress to look good for you and doing it for you and not versus for everybody else. So if your style is a little off, like Thrasher saying, we may shoot on you as long as you comfortable with you and you know what it is for you. Like, I think that's a beautiful thing. I think people should embrace that, you know what I mean? Their own culture or their own fashion, I believe, is a revolving door. We see a lot of the same stuff, but it's about how we do it. And what does change, I feel, is us as people going forward. We change. So like you say, I like my vibe because it reminds me of the golf course, you feel me, back in the day, rich white people, but it's like, this is me in this shit with a rock star feel. And now that's where it becomes something new, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I think we got to keep always pushing the wheel forward. So.
Absolutely, man. The best love is self-love. Remember that.
You did.
All right, now. Hey, that's what's Raw Vision, man. Y'all, thanks for tuning in. Y'all come back, man.
It's Raw Vision Radio, and we gone. Peace out.
Good this shit.
Yeah.
That's a great episode for them.
Yeah,
We're going to set up the camera real quick if you want to just do a little drop for us. Just like it's Raw Vision Radio tuning this Thursday.
Yeah, you brought the energy up in here, player.
I appreciate it.
I hope y'all fuck with that.
Chair, player.
I'm still live right now.
I was trying to move.
I hope y'all fuck with it, man. I'm trying to scroll back through some of y'all comments. Some of y'all comments. Some of y'all comments. Some of y'all comments. Some of y'all comments.